All right. Sithanda ukubingelela abalaleli nababukeli be-MBC Material and Broadcasting Corporation. Igama nguThulani Wabankala. Namhlanje sihamba nensizwa yodumo. Ngithemba ukuthi abaningi benu liyayazi selizwile inkondlo zayo. Nezinye nje izinto eziningi azenzayo emphakathini. Kodwa ke sizothanda ukuthi yena kube nguye azisholoyo ukuthi wenza umsebenzi mini. Baba Ncube, sicela ukuthi kube nguwena ozethulayo ebantwini ukuthi ungubani usukaphi baba.
Okay. Ngiyabonga futhi ukungikala ukungemukela lapho. Igama ngibongani Ncube. Ngizalwa ePlumtree esigabeni saseMatole ngaphansi kwenduna uwazi. Ya ngizalelwe khona ngo1977 ngazalwa nje ngaba liwele lenye indoda abayazi kakhulu engumbhali ebhala ibhuku elithi Umbango weDlozi uMathambo Xakalala.
Uliwele kade.
Ya ngiliwele la lendoda uMathambo Xakalala yaziwa kakhulu ngokubhala. So ngo1977 singu9 efamily ngizalwa ngubaba uNcube lo mama uMandungwana. Ya so ngingumzukulu wasesiXhoseni. So umama uMandungwana ubaba uNcube. So ngingena isikolo eMatole ngo1984. Ngangena isikolo unfortunately bekuyisikhathi esibuhlungu lesiyana sabo 1984. Ngingena grade 1 eMatole school bekuyisikhathi segurawundi. Kwenzeka kwaba lokuthi ngakithi iyangenelela nakhona. Bashaya umkhulu wami bamphula imbambo. Wahlala about a month washona. Nobaba naye wayevele egulela la bamshaya. But yena wathi ukuqhuba washona ngo1987. Wayevele egula iTB. Kwaba ibhadi ke ukuthi mina ngingasaqhubeki ngemfundo ngoba njengoba ngisho ukuthi singamawele. Odadewethu ababe 11 nabo futhi bazama abanye omalume bazama ukuthi babase phambili. Kwaba ibhadi ke thina ngokuthi singamawele kwabanzima ukuthi mama siqhubekele phambili. Kanti ke nami besi intelligent kakhulu esikolweni. Kakhulu. Kwaba buhlungu kakhulu. We tried ama-welfare abosali Mgabe ayikhona leso sikhathi akuphumelelanga. Asazama futhi ne-Roman Catholic i-welfare akuphumelelanga. Abanye baze baletha ne-certificate zethu zika-grade 7 sezidliwe ngumuhla kwaba buhlungu kakhulu. So kwathi-ke ngo-1995 sengibonile ukuthi ayisekho enye into engingayenza ngoba ngike ngagula mhlawumbe ngo-1993 kwakuyi-stress noma ngangakalazi leli gama elithi stress ukuthi abadala babona ukuthi hayi abantwana kunenkinga bangisa lapha nalapha ebantwini kwaze kwavuka ukuthi mhlawumbe kwakuyi-stress ukuthi yabona uma wopasile esikolweni and uzibona ukuthi awusayiqhubekela phambili suzame ngayo yonke indlela. So ngagula ngo-93 hayi kuthe sengikhanyisiwe ebantwini ngokwesintu ngaba right. La ngafika khona ukuthi ngcono mhlambe ngiyele eSouth Africa ngacrossa to South Africa ngo-95. Yebo.
Okay, so uma nje ukhumbula lese impilo yakho seMatole uyabona ukukhula ekhaya laphana. Zikhona izinto ezibuyayo emqondweni wakho kakhulu ngabe usazikhumbula wawuzenza umfana nje usakhula.
Ya kakhulu thina sizalelwe sizingizalelwe eMatole indawo yakithi ithiwa Zimnyama small scale farmers ngamaplot amancane. So indawo like engenabantu abaningi because singomakhelwane wemacingwana ngapha kulezi Zimnyama ama reserve. So besifew kakhulu. Thina sikhula mhlawumbe ngama-80s bekungcono kulamanje. Besingabantu ababezingela besibantu esifunde esikolweni like kwakusese nama concert kusesekuhle nje sihambe siyogola inhlanzi eMatole sihambe siyothengisa sihambe emaconcertini yabona sinezethu imali singabafana nje abancane labafana bakomakhelwane. So besingabantu abathiyayo inyamazana like sidlala ibhola ezinjalo kodwa indawo yakithi inabantu abancane kakhulu abancane ngaphandle kokuthi mhlambe siye ngale ngasema reserve yikho lapho esihlangana khona labantu abaningi.
Okay. Uke wakhuluma ngalolu daba lombhuqazwe lolu. Ukuthi luke lawuthinta umndeni wakini. Like khulume ngokhulu wakhuluma nangobaba. Mawubukisisa manje ubheka emuva. Kufikani engqondweni yakho?
Ya kufika ukuthi mhlambe ngaba lungenelelanga. Mhlambe nami ngafunda. Ngathi like umkhulu wami nguye obenamandla ukudlula ubaba obegula vele ATP but beyindoda nje le eyithandela amabele yabona so angeke ngithi mhlawumbe ubaba but ukhulu he was more powerful than ubaba ukuthi ngabe waphila mhlawumbe waleso sikhathi because yena ubesekhulile kodwa hayi kangako so bengizokwazi ukuthi mhlawumbe nami ngifunde ngesikolweni mhlawumbe lo baba waphila kwakuzoba ngcono ukuthi ubaba wayekhona unlike sokusela umama yedwa and thina singamawele kuba nzima ukuthi ahambe sobabili esikolweni ngoba leso sikhathi bekubhadalwe esikolweni so ngicabanga ukuthi ngabe ubaba waphila lokhulu naye waphila kwakuzoba ngcono mhlawumbe ngcono phela noma mhlawumbe babezehluleka lapho nalapho kodwa malo muntu ozokhalela kuye but umama mawumbona ukuthi naye uyazama kodwa kuyehlula njengomuntu owumfazi amandla awabi khona kangako so to me alokhu ubaba waphila nomkhulu waphila mhlawumbe nami ngabe ngaye esikolweni.
Okay, all right. So ukushona kwehlobo zakho lezo ezimbili oziqambayo umlando wakhona ufake emahlombe eGugurawundi
kakhulu like umkhulu ikakhulu umkhulu wamshaya bagibela phezulu kwakhe amajambo bamnqamula imbambo zahlaba ngaphakathi but besibancane nathi mhlambe yabona mawu nabo 7 years abadala bayakufihlela yonke into
kakhulu
fihlela izinto ukhulu wahanjiswa esibhedlela but sabona bebuya twayini lokho kucheka lokho ukuthi umuntu unjani besibonisa ukuthi imbambo ziphukile ngaphakathi lokho ngathi plastic sengilibela igama lakho so but babesifihlela thina ukuthi umkhulu utshona because of that yabona so but umkhulu uyagula lathi sibancane ugogo wayesithatha asisendlini kakhulu sifike sithandaze ile umkhulu wami ubengumfundisi weLondon sicula ingoma zesonto siyasemkhulekela but besifihlela ukuthi yini imbangela yokuthi ukukhulu anqamuke ngaphakathi yabona but mawusukhululisa ukubona ukuthi but laphana abadala they were just protecting us from ukuthi sazi ukuthi kwenzakale ngalendlela bephonga ukuthi hayi umkhulu uyagula but later basumkhulu socaba ukuthi ukhulu laphana babuye bamshala abantu bamnqamula imbambo then waqala manje ukuthi agule nje umuntu wayengathi sekukhula-khulile
so
lokho ngwethesa direct umlando kubo ukuthi yibo abenza leyo nto leyo but ubaba bamshaya naye but njengomuntu wayevele egula yabona so wayevele ezigulela yena ngathi angeke ngithi direct kubo because naye ngokwakhe wayengumuntu wayene-TB so angeke ngithi kwaba direct kubo.
Okay, so ke usukhula-khulile usuzamazamile imizamo wagcina ucabanga ukuthi amabombo wabhekise nawe khona lemzansi lapho abaningi abaya khona kwaba yinto elula kuwe na ukuthi wenze leso sinqumo?
Okokuqala nje engakusho mina futhi ukuthi ngaqala ukuthi ngiyibhekele vele mhlambe ilife yami mangayichaza kahle after ususele nomama ubhuti wami omunye omdala naye ngumuntu wayeseZambia so wathi efika ngo82 wathola ukuthi bayadingwa bayafunakala abantu ababechaphile wabaleka la waya eBotswana wahamba forever wahlala isikhathi mhlambe ngize ngaqala ukumbona nami sengize khona but wahlala isikhathi wazama ukubuya ngo88 wathola ukuthi isimo sikakabi kahle obe wahlala one day wedlule ubhuti omlandelayo naye wayegoli uthe mayesegoli waboshwa yabona lesa sikhathi bebehlalisa abantu kakhulu isikhathi eside eSun City so sasisele thina maybe ngathi ngiqeda grade 7 bengina 13 years ngaqala ke nami ukuziphandela so njengomuntu obezelwe eplazini besigamula inkuni sithengisa sishaya izitina so kuyikuthi yithi singu2 esasesibhekelele umdeni okhona la ngafunda khona mina ukutafula izindlu ngihamba ngitafula bazokuchazela abantu besigabeni sakithi sasibatafulela izindlu mhlambe sibe sinabo 14 years lapho sihamba sitafula izindlu
ikwenzani ukutafulini
ukufulela lokho
ukufulela
ukufulela lokho kunokufulela lokho kwesinto kwamathikili siba khona lokho okulevel lokho yikho sasikwenza to survive angisho ukuthi sizondle thina sondle lo mama labafowethu abasesebancane that shaya izitina sithengisa sigamula inkuni sithengisa so kwaba indlela elula because ukuthi ngize ngapha because umama wayesekubhekile vele ukuthi yithi esibhekelela umndeni responsibility sinayo asange sithi ngoba siyahlupheka siqala ukutshontsha ukuganga no we did something positive kushaya isitina sithengisa safunda ukutafula from omunye cousin wami samthola etafula komalume so we learned it from there then we started ukuthi sitafule ngikhaya then abantu bayihawukele lento baqala basiqasha so safaka isinkwa phezu kwetafula ngaleyo ndlela ngithe sengifuna ukuhamba so like akuzange kube into enzima ngaqala ngazama ukuya ebucwana kwangapasi then ngatshela umama ukuthi hayi mina ngizoya eGoli so kwakulula ukuthi avume because he had seen irresponsibility yethu sibancane ukuthi not ukuthi siyabaleka but we have to feeda umndeni ngaleyo ndlela so nami okay ukuza endleleni kwabanzinyana khona ngoba lesasikhathi bekungafani njengamanje bekusishaya idouble lapho sihambe sebucwana so sithe sebucwana nakhona sabanjwa igebengu zasithathela into yonke ngasinda mina ngoba vele isicwana ngiyasazi ngiyasikhuluma so
wawuvela usazi ngaleso sikhathi
like mina thina umndeni wakithi singabetswana
yebo
kahle kahle singabetswana yebo so singabetswana so vele obaba ogogo bebekhuluma isicwana so siqale manje ukuthi singathi siyancipha kulabo abasilandelayo because sesithethe mama kakhulu besindebeleni mama ozala mina umXhosa so sesithethe kakhulu mama besindebeleni so isicwana thina vele into esikhule obaba ogogo okhulu bekhuluma sona ngikhaya isindebeleni nje ngoba omakhelwane bayasikhuluma so besisikhuluma siphuma phandle la sesikolweni angithi bekufundisa indebele so mina yimi engasizayo babamba omunye ubaba inhliziyo yami yababuhlungu bamshaya kakhulu because mina bengimncane so abantu engangihamba nayo bebengidlula mina bebebadala so bathi besigijimisa mina ngangihambela esayidini lapho abasukela ngakhona baba izi ukuthi mina bangibaba so lo baba lo abasasihamba naye wayengathi usekhulakhulile naye wazama ukuthi abaleke hayi kwehlula kumuntu omdala abafana ababili esasihamba nabo babaleka forever so babamba mina nalo baba bamshaya kabuhlungu bemshayela bathi kuye why uhamba lo mntwana lithi liye eGoli wena ubaleke umshiye yabo kabuhlungu basikhumula impahla ngaba nenhlahla ukuthi ezami icathulo zazincane vela akekho umuntu ezamlinganayo so kwabanzima ngaleyo ndlela sithe sesihambile laba abanye abawu2 ba disappear forever sange siphinde sibabone sasuka nalo baba siwu2 sahlangana noMalaisha wasilayisha sithe sesa about 75 kilometers away from Francis Town kumele kube le roadblock sidlule ngale lo muntu wahamba forever sasala singu2 singu3 sasithola abanye phambili sasingu3 wahamba umuntu wahamba manje mina njengomuntu wayemncane laba abantu base bekhala kakhulu mina inhliziyo yami yababuhlungu ngabashiya athi hayi labantu sebengithelele ubugwala ithi ngihambe ngeke hamba ngayalala kwenye indawo so angisasingabuzananga lamagama so kwakumnyama izulu lifuna ikuna ngezwa sebebiza mfana then assumed ukuthi hayi umfana yimi la kusho ukuthi umfana yimi yabo so ngavuka lami thola impela hayi usathola ukuthi hayi abanye oMalaisha ababehamba labantu babehamba nge1400 ngazi kuleyo 1400 we about 40 emuva sincindezele sangena but kona kuzange kube nzima kangako njengokwabanye sangena hayi the next day sasesifikile eGoli
okay wasufika ke lapha eGoli lana khona ngesikhathi ufika lapho ke wafikela kubani kwaba njani inhlalo yakhona yaba njani ngesikhathi ufika lapho
hayi angifuni kamamanga lapho but what happened ngafikela kumzala wami so mina ngathi ngisukela kwamalume ngafikela kumzala wami nguye wayesazi lapho okunobhuti omdala khona lo bhuti omdala engikhuluma ngayo ukuthi wabaleka from 80 wasuka wahlala eButswana wasuka wahlala eButswana uthese eButswana hayi wadlulela kuphi eSouth Africa so hayi ubhuti omdala lami mhlambe ngase ngineminyaka angaze emingaki ngiyambona so umzala wangithatha wangisa kubhuti omdala hayi ngafika ngayihlalela kahle nami kwathatha isikhathi ukuthi ngithole umsebenzi kodwa hayi ngaze ngawuthola umsebenzi ngahlukana nami ngazibonela njengomuntu wayesekhulakhulile ukuthi hayi ubhuti omdala since wayenenkosikazi naye nami ngaphuma ngaqala ukuyihlalela ngedwa kodwa ngase ngiphanda nami ngisebenza ema-restaurant
okay usulane egoli ke manje nawe ususebenza usunganithiwa nawe usuzimele kodwa ke masibheka uyindoda ecabangayo ngokujula ucabanga ukuthi wena isiphi isikhathi nawe owaqala ukuzizwa khona ukuthi manje nami ngililungu lomphakathi kumele umphakathi nami ngikwazi ukusiza ngikwazi ukulungisa ubona ngathi ayikunini
okay I think but ukukhuluma iqiniso mawufika la eGoli ubuza from umndeni ophuwa ukuthi mhlambe umndeni ukuthi ngesikhathi niyahlala 2 weeks ningakwazi ukuthi ipapa yini ningakwazi ukuthi ukudla yini mawufika la eGoli usebenza ema-restaurant uhola i-1200 ubone ngani it's a great achievement ubone ngani hayi ngingachievile la yabone ngani yonke into isi-right but ngokuya kwesikhathi usubona ubunzima bempilo yaseGoli uthi no man leya 1200 rand engiyiholayo isebenza ukuthi ngigibele ngemsebenzini ngiphinde ngibuye ngibhadale rent so nasekhaya kumele uthumele okuncane uyafika lo mqondo ukuthi kanti what if bengisebenza ekhaya nami what if lezi zinto engizenzayo bengizenza ekhaya bekuzoba nzima kanje so kodwa kwathatha isikhathi kimi ukuthi umqondo lo uzubuye until kwaku 2005 I think ngathi ngihambela lapha eBerea Park ngizwa kule ingoma amadoda ayacula mana le ngoma lithi guerrilla hayilanga lishonile yabona but it came in my mind I know this song sathi sikhula ubhuti wami bezithanda ukucula le ngoma then ngaya lapho mangifika lapho ngithola ngabantu bakithi yabona so abantu bakithi laba bahlangene bazibiza ngeZSG bekuno remember and okhethan nabo socks were the leaders of that organization ATY ZSG ayingahamba ZSG ahamba nami lapho ngathola ukuthi bathi labantu lento abayikhulumayo iliqiniso ngoba into eziningi ukuphithizela konke ukuqala kwabo MDC ziyenzeka vele mina ngiseGoli so angizange ngibe close to them so bafika labantu bakhuluma but kimi kwabuya manje ukuthi bathi lento labantu abayikhulumayo iliqiniso yabo then ngangibuye esontweni the next Sunday futhi ngaphindela khona the next Sunday nami babegcwala lapha babanenge kwakulesiphithiphithi nje esasanda kwenzakala kwakulabantu abatshontshiweyo babulawa and kwaba le story kungathi kuyaliwa nje so abanye babe ngathi babuyele emuva lami ngaya lapho the next Sunday ngafika futhi kwase kuthiwa officer naye kusho something akaphakamashwa njengendoda nje lami ngathi hayi kodwa let me say engakusho lami phambi kwabantu because this thing I feel it now ngaya lapha I gave a speech tema ngiqeda ispeech sami kwasekushayiswa ngasengilandwa ngenye indoda abathi uzenzo uzibiza Dr. Zenzo Moyo manje uzenzo wathi kimi yazi ndoda angikwazi but iwe ukukhuluma ngakhona ngithintekile ngibone ngani nguyindoda engabhala kakhulu incwadi yabona so ngathi yebo manje yena indoda efundileyo kakhulu since ngithi ku Dr. Zenzo udokotela so ekhaya engumtisha yasibizo enye futhi bathi umlamuli mhlaba nkomo mhlawumbe nokuyibona umlamuli mhlaba nkomo
umhlaba nkomo ngeke ngizwe ngaye
yebo la indoda efundileyo kakhulu ikhwica imfundo zakithi wasebiza mina lo musisi abathi uReds nomunye ubhuti bathi umthandazo Ike wathi yazini the way Bongani akhuluma ngakhona I had seen italent ukuthi ngaba indoda ebhalayo so bengifisa ukuthi senze i-writers club singu-3 yizikhwica mfundo zodwa yimi ngedwa grade 7 lapho so sayenza lento le but unfortunately my first book engangithi silibhale si le club writers lalisithi kuground an opened can of worms so I wanted to tell the stories of really what happened yabona ukuthi umhlaba awazi lesi simo esadlula kiso thina today sicela umhlaba wonke so it was an opened can of worms sazama ukulibhala kodwa hayi alisaphumelelanga
kungani lingaphumelelanga
but what I liked
kungani lingaphumelelanga
like kule organization iZSG kwase sekunenkinga.
Okay.
Kwase kudliwa kakhulu kwaba labanye barobha kwase kubulawa abantu and kwase lokuphithizela. So le organization ayisalastanga. Now Zenzo, they were part of leadership Liana, and abantu started fighting the leadership of iZSG, labo remember, and then they went away. So all those programs failed. So mina ngasala. But what I liked ngabo into yanginikeza confidence today ukuthi even if ngayanga esikolweni I can do something. It's because I looked at those guys bebelama degrees doctors but they can argue bebaphikisane bodwa. Every time when I put a point, they used to keep quiet and listen to me and understand and agree to me. Then I realized, no, there is something in me. Eyenza ukuthi laba abantu bathule mangikhuluma bangilalele. Bona bodwa bangaphikisana ngokwefundwa, but when I spoke, they kept quiet and they listened. They said, "Yeah, Bongani, you have got a point." Then I realized, no, these guys, there is something in me. That's where I gained the confidence. No, I can do things. So from there, iZSG yadiliga kwasala saba le new leadership yayikhokhelwa nguMabanga, Lookout Mabanga.
Okay.
Then Lama was nominated to the vice organizing organizing secretary because people have gained the confidence in him. So kwanginceda kakhulu lokho because I was very active. Being active kakhulu because I was new in that thing and I was very active. I had to meet the ANC, political parties, parties alapha. I have to meet SACP. I have to meet the abantu abazwayo njengabo Jonathan Moyo or Mtambara as an organizing secretary because they heard about this organization at YZM from Eka. So everyone wanted to work with us. Even the ANC came to us. So I had to go in and come and represent the organization yet with ANC, youth, so I gained the confidence. After some time, met Mankle Nabo professor. But I'm not now grade 7. But what happened? I will just say, I just not now grade 7. So I had to meet Abantu Abafana Labo Vafi, Labon Zimande. At one time, I have to address on the same platform now. After that, then after Bongani, then came Vav, then SHP. So I gained confidence. I remember one of my speeches, like broadcasting in South Africa. Bongani was addressing this. So that gave me confidence. Even if I didn't go to school, but people still listen to me. So when I wrote that speech, I did with my friend who was a secretary. My friend was secretary. It's a well-learned guy. So he wrote his speech and I wrote mine. Then he took mine. Was touched speech. After writing my speech, so this guy means with mine, you can use mine, not his. So I came so I get no, let's leave mine, let's take this one. So what you are going to read this speech when yourself because secretary and I will position a pezzle. So I was just an organizer. So that speech. So he said, Bongani, no. Speech is very good. When I go there and read your speech the way of almost present on a court. So I did that. So that's why I've seen myself on the same platform, Labo Nzimande. Then that's how I can. So all those things, Zangnigezi confidence. Who should I can do something?
Yazi ngiyakuzwa ulokhe ukhuluma ngendaba le ukuthi wagcina ku grade 7 but my experiences that we have gone through, they are so amazing. Have you ever thought of doing maybe night schools?
No, angazi. But what I did, what made me improve, from young age, my second born yagit. What he did, every month, my whole, you will not buy anything for us. You'll go a plant, I'll take a boo. That's in the bed. I figure, I'm Bama Master's question, Silapa. Asfunde,
Okay.
So that culture gave us minalo mfowethu mathamba okuqakalala.
Yeah.
Ukuthanda ukubala yabo.
Yeah.
So what happened when I came here to South Africa, I found ekhaya andizabe zingeke into ezifana labo library labo. I found there was a library at the rear. So every day mang off, mangayanga restaurant or mangayanga security, I'll go to a library and read.
Yeah.
And read a lot, yabona. That improved me for English, yabona. That improved me capacity of thinking, yabona.
Yeah.
So no man that good, but we find which I'd known many things, yabona. But natural valley, I always read revolutionary books like Long Walk to Freedom. I write what I like. I read Che Guevara, and I read. So I went to library like Nyofunda or Story of My Life. Those were types of my book I read. So Che Guevara, or Steve Biko, Patrice Lumumba, all those books. So they helped me politically and improved me again with Mankuluma.
Uyabona ngokubona kwami i-level okuyo wena in terms of i-thinking yakho, in terms of i-consciousness yakho, in terms of i-academic ability yakho is very, very, very high. But in this world, the problem ukuthi abantu banikezwa ama-certificate okuthi kuthiwa hayi wena ufike kulesi sibanga, ufike kuleli zinga. So bengicabanga ukuthi even ungazange uye maybe esikoleni, maybe ukuthi nje ubhala ama-exams, ubhale maybe i-matric yakho, ubhale maybe certain exams at a higher level, even ungayanga, maybe just starting for that one, maybe for a month or whatever. I think you can do all those things just to get certificates.
Okay. I've done it in 2011. In 2011, I went back at school ngayabhala Form 4 was young. I registered.
Okay.
Ngayabhala Form 4. Angaphuma ne 3 subjects, but kwakushoda 2. But there was a history. I find something which ever in King again.
Yeah.
When I wrote that paper, there was a history paper, ne?
Yeah.
About disturbance in 1980. So they wanted a certain answer. But unfortunately, mina leli I discover that no lapha ngenza mistake ngokubhala iqiniso instead of writing what they want. Yeah. So I failed ngaleyo ndlela eyihistory. Oh, lapha ngenza mistake, man. I should have wrote what they wanted, not exactly what I knew. So kwangiphazamisa kakhulu. So but I tried. But kwakumele ngiyophendela ngigcwalise ngenze futhi ama subject awu2 ukuze nginjani. Ngigcwalise le 5 yabona. Uyazi nami mawusukhulula indoda ubazinyana yabona. Kusekhona lolo favor ukuthi kumele ngiwagcwalisele lawa ama subject yabona, because my aim was like one day I need to be part of, because ukuze maybe ube MP and all those things usiza abantu bakini, you need all those things. So kwakukhona emqondo wami ukuthi maybe one day I have to go and write for those 2 subjects.
Okay, no, that's excellent. That's excellent. Manje ke lana usuku ZASG, then isingasaphumeleli, but usuyenza imisebenzi eminingi. Imaphi amanye ama-organizations or imiphi eminye imisebenzi oyenzile from there?
Okay, after ZASG, I remember more. We formed Zimbabwe Action Movement. That's where I was nominated as an organizing secretary. That's the organization which opened my mind a lot, because
it was called Zimbabwe what?
Zimbabwe Action Movement.
Oh, all right. Okay.
After ZASG, then came ZAM, where I was an organizing secretary.
Yeah.
So after that, I was nominated as an organizing secretary. So I had to meet a lot of people because I was an organizer. That's what opened my mind. Cool, active. Then from there, in the organization, I was invited by the guy who was our vice chairperson, but JP Uchablan Spanda, not that one, but Uchablan Spanda. So,
all right.
So he said to me, you know what, Bongan? In fact, what I did, I started writing poetry. It happened to see the guy abathi umlamuli nkomo kwenzeka ngahlala la eflatini yabona. You know, a situation I took him to my flat, so ngahlala naye, then umuntu ayifundile, then I used to market imsebenzi angayithola, so he encouraged me like ukubhala, so I started writing poetry yabo. Bhala ama poem, at same time I was organizing secretary, so I had to read for people yabo. My poems masinemhlangano, just reading. Then uJabulani wangi-approach wathi, no ndoda, I like what we are doing, you are good in poetry, let's make a group. We'll come to Nasiklabela, then when I come in with poetry. Okay. We made that group. It started like Itembala Mangun, Revolutionary Singers. All right. So we recorded an album, AICT Sesibuswa Ngenkani, first one. Okay. Unfortunately, two of our members bashona. It was Umawaya Nomandoza. It was Undotana and Umlungis. Then after that, we expanded the group to a theater group. Then we changed it to Itembala Mangun Performing Arts. So I started writing ama theater plays. Ama theater plays for that group. My first one theater play was about tribalism, actually about a grand plan. It was called Gufihlelwan. Okay. Gufihlelwan. It was a very famous play. It was like a comedy, like. Yeah. So they played it a Hillpro Theater, they played it a Winpro Theater, they played in a famous play with guys like Omatambo Twagalala, Onkosi Mchuma, Omatavtavu, Osistembi, playing for that play. And then Colette Love helped me a lot on sponsor on that play. Yeah. Yabona did everything to us. Play at Gufihlelwan. Then after that, we recorded an album it was 2008. It was in Kulendaba. That album in encounters finally abayithanda kakhulu yayithi amaganyana alithatha amaganyana aliphendula inkangala. Ya kunenkondlo lapho owayi Africa, then nayo lenkondlo ethi liphendukile, eyinye lithi lafa elihle, sayirecorda. After recording that, asaqhubela kangakahle as a group Itembala Mangun, because abantu sebenza laba onganti abasekhulekule. Then after that we formed Itembala Sizwe. Itembala Sizwe, I formed it personally lomunye ubhuti abathi uSpanda. Itembala Sizwe was a group of youngsters now yabona abasebancane. Iyo le group eyakhipha uSibande, yabona uSibande labo ekuthiwa kuMadlela, labo Prito Nampita lo kuthiwa ubani lo ekuthiwa kuMadlela naye kuthiwa nabo Sibode. So then uMadlela I had known him ngabo 2005 engivakashela ezobona into engiyenzayo la wale group yakhe yayithiwa umthwakazi. Yayithiwa umthwakazi. So we have met sihlala sivakashelana. Then ngesikhathi ngifoma Itembala Sizwe yena ubengasena group. Then indoda nje engangiyazi ngokuthi is a good director kuma plays. So I invited him to come to Itembala Sizwe to join. Abe director, mina ngi-writer kakhulu more than i-director. So he was directing my plays, mina ngibhala yabo. So after that, kwenzeka we had so many plays like Cry Africa, like trying Double Standards. Double Standards ayenza kakhulu le Itembala Mangun. It was one of the greatest dramas ayikhuluma ngama disturbance from 1980 to current, how things went wrong. Yadlala kakhulu ku-Winpro Theatre. Ikhona theatre ebilapha eDorfontein, ithiwa yi-Winpro Theatre. I remember we played it kwakungela even Zimbabwean one. It was Nigerians, South Africans, and people were so happy, and we won the competition among 10 groups, and abantu bayithanda kakhulu. And after we played it, many South Africans came to us and said, we didn't know what you passed through this. So if you play this, people will understand your plight, what really make you come here. So there were more Africans. So we played it Letembala Mangun. Then Letembala Sizwe, Cry Africa, yadlala Market Theatre, yadlala futhi Hillpro Theatre, yadlala kanengi nje. It was a drama about dictators. So I had many dramas amanye akhuluma nje social life. So Madlela directing them, me writing them. So when we started Madlela, Then Mandela took those boys from Themba Lesizwe, yabona. Wahamba labo Osibande nanani. The reason being, after that, we formed Abalobi Bakithi, yabo. So I formed Abalobi Bakithi after Lord David Makakula. Like we've been talking about ukuthi singenza kanjani ukuthi abantu bakithi baqala ukubhala in diaspora, because what we realize ukuthi the productive generation is outside the country. Now things can't stop because thina singaphandle kwelizwe ukuthi sizoqala ukwenza izinto zethu singabuyela ekhaya. No, we said no, we need to start writing our own stories silapha, yabona. So we're meeting so many meetings, Lord David Makakula, the writer of Sasemeven. So the well-known activist, everyone knows the late David Makakula. So after that, I met some. Mina ngase ngaziwa kakhulu because of uhamba ngiperform ezindaweni, people hire me ngihamba ngiyoperform. So people, when people met other people abafuna ukubhala ukupublisha, they gave them their number, my number. Bongani can help you. Bongani is well known, can help you. Then I was called by a guy called Umzamo. In the same day, I was called by another one called Vodoza. Let's come. Abantu bangifonela baze babanengi ukuthi no sifuna ukubhala amabhuku in diaspora. Then I told them lathi lo Makakula into esihlala siyiplan. Why can't we meet and discuss how can we help each other, because upublisha kuyadula. Because umuntu uyipublishelwe one. How can we meet each other? Then sihlangana sibone ukuthi what can we do. Then we started Abalobi Bakithi. From Abalobi Bakithi, mina I was nominated as a chairperson. So as a chairperson, I was so busy. Abalobi Bakithi ukuthi sibone ukuthi siyapublisha. Our first novel esayihlangana nayo was called Isigigaba Zawandonga Ziyaduma, which in novel engangivele ngibhizi ngayo. Then when they came, I said, madoda, ngile bhuku vele engangifuna ukulibhala ama short stories, yabo. It is Isigigaba Zawandonga Ziyaduma. Can we join silibhaleni sibanengi? Then we keep a lokho esilakho ema-poetry sami siyolipublisha. Singalipublisha silithengise, we'll be able ukuthi sipublishele each individual, yabo. Savumelana salibhala, laphuma salithengisa. Then we started publishing for each individual. Then yakhuli organization bajoin abantu ababanengi. Saba a big organization. We started opening branches ekhaya. If I have run Izangbe right, but even like South Africa with another one, eGoli, eTembisa, Soweto. We've nominated a chairperson for those organizations because we realized what our youth wanted ukuthi bavuse indimi zabo yabona baqala ukubhala. So then I led that organization. So that thing gave me isikhathi esincane sokuba lethemba lesizwe yabona. Iba lethemba lesizwe until kwaze kwafika isikhathi sokuthi ngithi hayi no Madlela, can you take Madlela approached me about ukwenza i-play ethi Madlela yabona. He said, when as a writer, can you write this play? Mina njenge director, I will direct and I will act because the guy is talented in directing and acting. I said, ngavuma, but it was too much in my hands. Ngesikhathi ayifuna ngaso yena i-play yayingakabi ready for him. But when I said, okay, I'll act lami ngiyibhalele whatever. Then I said, it's fine. We can take the boys uhambe uyenza that play. Then lami I will help lapha ngilipha khona. But into ayisi keep up is kakhulu. We're so busy kubalobi bakithi.
Uswenze izinto eziningi kakhulu. Uyabona ke ikakhulu lo umsebenzi wabalobi bakithi ngicabanga ukuthi umsebenzi omuhle kakhulu, njalo umsebenzi ongavula ingqondo namehlo abantu kakhulu. Wena ke njengochalimani wayo le inhlanganiso le, ingqinamba noma ngithi ama-challenges owadibana nawo or enadibana nawo njenge-organization abayimaphi?
Makhulu kakhulu bhuti. Makhulu kakhulu. Okwenza ukuthi i-organization igcine ngathi iyachitheka. But we have to fight. What I realized, ma we-activist, kunzima ukukhokhela inhlangano like mina ngengalandwa kakhulu, even ngama-CIO like all. So even my wife has been followed sometimes. So what I realized, these people, abafuni umuntu ongabe opposer uhulumende ebese siba le following eningi.
Yeah.
What they did first, baqala ngofuna ukusinikeza izimali.
Yeah.
They refused. Some of them they called me basitshela ukuthi asivunyelwa ukubhala izinto ezazenzakala ngama-80s emathebeleleni. Yabona. They accused us of being a political party. Why singafuna ukuze ekhaya? We sent one of our we sent actually our organizing secretary ukuthi ayo explainer, bathi bafuna meeting, they didn't come. We're told ukuthi kule mali yethu emhlahlandlela esilindileyo sibe sizoyithatha. Mina as chairperson, as I know into ze-politics ihamba kanjani, I refused. I no, akula mali esifuna ukusponsor ngayo thina, we can create our own. So what they wanted ukuthi bas control. So we refused and of those things. Now they used some of us to destroy organization. Esinama you have to be ngengagula maybe some 3 years back because of depression. I've been followed, threatened, done this, fighting, So aba le challenge enkulu kakhulu ukuthi i-organization yachitheka, yabona. So some people were told ukuthi mina ngiyafeta, and others were given money to come and destroy. So kwaba ngama challenges amakhulu kakhulu ukuze i-organization yethu i-survive, yabona, because what they didn't want ukuthi this organization must be led by Bongani, who is a well-known activist, which is against uhulumende. So I had so many challenges ukuthi ezinye ngeke ngiyikhulume public, but
no, that's okay.
It was like a fight. It was a learning thing because even my wife at some time was being followed. You know, mayazi abantu mase beqala to follow family, then umuntu mase sekukhalele what if they kidnap our child? You have to say. Now sokunzima kakhulu, yabo. Now I had to say, let me withdraw, yabo. Let me withdraw kwezinye izinto, yabo. Kwezinye izinto ngibele emuva. But well, after that, there was our new chairperson, or it's a woman, Umesi. She tried her best with the organization. Ibuyele back esimeni, I organize Zakala Pans. I have a right, even though ingasekho as powerful it was before, but wakhona ukuthi after isingathi yachitheka wayikhokhela bakhona ukulungisa okuthile. So mina ngabona no, I think a problem yimla, so I had to go back ngihlale emuva, yabona, so that the organization must go, because as long as kulo Bongani phambili, it will create enemies amaningi for the organization, because it wasn't more of like what is by creating that organization sifuna ukulwisa uhulumende. No, the main objective of organization wayekuthi ulimi lwakithi lungafi, yabo. So makuthi uba kwami ku-organization lokhu yadisturb kakhulu, let me just sit back, yabona.
Kodwa-ke baba Ncube, ngikungena emadevini lapho. Into eyenze ukuthi kuze kufike lowo mqondo ukuthi ulimi lwakithi lungafi, kungabe kuyikuthi ubone ulimi lusifa? Uma belusifa belubulawa yini?
Eqinisweni masikhuluma linjalo, this is done deliberately. Ukuthi our language must be destroyed, yabo. So it's unfortunately ukuthi abantu bakithi they are not political conscious, yabo. So when we explain to them ukuthi this is done because of this reason, kunzima ukuthi bakufake emqondweni nabo, yabo. There was time whereby sathethiswa silwela ukuthi why abantu bethu befundiswa history yabo mangumba, what sathethiswa ngabanye bethu, yabo. So it is deliberately done ukuthi at a certain time in our country must be speaking one language. So only that the challenge we have is to explain to our own people which lento lelibona is not a mistake. It was properly written. We want this country to be a one-party state and abantu bakhulume ilanguage eyi-one. So the fact is that, yabona, but ukuthi utshele abantu kuqaba lwakithi ukuthi why is this happening? Abanye they don't understand. Even if you try to explain ukuthi hayi madoda ibona kunje enhlanganisweni siyalwiswa, kibo kuba sekudeni ukuthi hawu Bongani is an excuse la why would the government care about us isazelaphi yabona so kuba sekudeni kakhulu ukuthi bayi-understand lento ukuthi it's deliberately done.
Yeah. Okay. Wena ngaphansi kwenhlangano le yabalobi, did you write your own book as an individual?
Yeah, well, the reason why I wanted to form this organization, wanted to publish.
Yeah.
So me I wrote my own book. I wanted like my opinion to be heard. Yeah. So my book, Hlaba Unaqiniso, ne?
Hlaba Unaqiniso. So i-content yalo ibikhuluma ngani? Belikhuluma ngani?
Oh, i-content yalo likhuluma ngokuhlupheka kwezakhamizi, ne?
Yeah.
Kwezakhamizi zakithi. Like what I'd seen mina ngama 80s.
Yeah.
Where our parents babengela ndawo yokubalekela. They will come ama distance. Bafuna ukudla. After ama distance kuze ground ibachaye why bephikela ama distance. So they were between the devil and deep blue sea mangasho yabona ukuthi ayikho indawo yokubalekela. But after that the same people ababephethe izikhali behlukumeza abazali bethu, even those so-called dissidents ababesegangeni babe nezikhali zokuzivikela, ne? But they wanted to rely on our parents ukuthi baba protect babafihle while sibaphethe izikhali. Then iphela lento liyana ukulwa. Iphela lento ukulwa. Ama dissidents bathathwa basiwa abanye baphiwa amaplaza abanye bahlala kuphi kwathiwa balimi. Ku ground yabiselwa lapha yayikhona, but nothing had been done for our parents abadlula ebuhlungu nobungako yabona. Ubuhlungu nobungako yabona. Even some of those people were honored abanye babo, you understand?
Yeah.
So I hate ukuthi the well-known Thambo Lenyoka now is a ZANU-PF councillor. Those guys, our parents suffered yabona. Hide them. After that sebephiwa amaplaza manje sebezibiza ama-war vet. They came and again terrorized the same people who were hiding them. We were hiding them. So give me, I felt no man, this world is unjust. For ordinary people. That's where it came to me ukuthi umhlaba awunaqiniso.
Awunaqiniso, yeah. Yeah, zinzima indaba. So wena uzithatha ngokuthi uyini kahlehle, ungumlobi, umuntu olokhuza izinkondlo onikeza izinkondlo, uyini kahlehle wena ozithatha ukuthi uyikho?
Okay, maybe if I can use the word revolutionarist, I'll be too deep, but I'm more of an activist than an artist.
Okay.
I use the arts as a political tool. Okay, if you look at my plays, my plays are not funny, are not about people to laugh.
Yeah.
No, it's about people to learn and be conscious about what, as people, where do we stand, what are our rights. So, mostly the difference between me and an entertainer, actually I'm not an entertainer. Between, when I get to a stage, normally people, when I get to a stage, it keeps quiet. People will clap hands where I stop. Because what I talk about is not about going to entertain them. I'm going to remind them in this situation. So I'm more of an activist than an artist. Although people there is a poet and a praise poet. I always denied sometimes where I'm invited to I'll recite. I know I'm a praise poet and I use poet as a political tool. So can't say ngimbongi because most of my poets are solar. So you can't invite me in such a
yeah. I know kuhle kakhulu. Wena emzabalazweni wakho kuba njenge-activist ekubhaleni ekuhayeni inkondlo, ucabanga ukuthi ulutholile na usekelo from ebantwini bakithi bakwaMthwakazi? uma ungalitholanga ucabanga ukuthi kungani ungalitholanga?
Firstly mina ngathi ngilitholela usekelo ne, but the challenge esinayo ne, abantu bakithi most yabo abanalutho.
Yeah.
Even if bangakusekela ne, even if bengakusekela ngenhliziyo zabo babekusekela befisa ukuthi ngabe bayasiza ngokuthile, but nabo bayifanela nawe abanalutho yabo. Unlike for instance, you'll find ukuthi mina when I do things indawo engizihambayo where I get invited, indawo ezihanjwa ngabantu few. I'm not an entertainer njengamanye ama-artists whereby I can compare myself to other artists yabo. So ngiba nendawo mina uthola ukuthi political parties, rallies, meetings, workshops yabo, that's where I get hired. Kukancane mhlambe mina mangaxoxela since I started this kukancane ukuthi ngithole mfana ngiqashiwe emshadweni yabo. Maybe it happens it's less than 5 times where I get employed because ikhona inkondlo yami yothando yabona abantu abayithandayo abathanda ngiyobaphefumula emshadweni, but kukancane. But most invitwa kuma workshops, kuma rallies, kuma lokhu nje yabo. So but for ordinary people, they have been supporting me buying my CD, but looking at the population, it's not enough. And the challenge now is not every radio station plays my music. Mhlambe radio station edlala music wami in Studio 7, and I was just called. I was maybe last month I was called by a guy from Botswana. I said, no, is why Africa radio Botswana. Then I asked, who is this guy? Then everyone said it's Bongani Mncube. Then I had to so even South Africa to music kwamba ngawudlala yabo. So mina ngirelaye kuphi ebantwini yabona, ebantwini bakithi, not I bonke futhi abakithi, those who agree with me, those who will support. Others vele they'll say uyahlanya lo, why this and why this. So not everyone agrees with me yabona in my thinking. So bona I will say bangisupportile, but noma bengisupportile benjalo bona self vele abanalutho,
izandla zemfishane. So wena njengamanje yimapha ama-organizations okuwo?
Ukukhuluma iqiniso njengamanje like ngeke ngathatha i-backseat. The reason thing ngeke ngagula kakhulu, maybe uke wezwa kuthiwa Bongani disappeared akabonakala. Ngeke ngaba le depression, ngagula kakhulu, I went for counseling. So ngabona ukuthi no, the reasons ayenza kanjalo ikungaphumuli. The reasons I was like yonke into engangenza ngase ngilwiswa yabona, ngase ngilwiswa, then I ucabanga kakhulu, and so that's why ngike ngahlala maybe almost last year ngingaveli emphakathini yabona. But I didn't tell anyone what's going on because like ngase ngikwenye situation whereby agcina sengile depression. So ngaya ku counseling, I was counseled ngaba right. So then I took my time with, okay, let me step back ngibe right, then I'll come back, because abantu will asking ukuthi ndoda urelease nini, but I've going through a lot. Kukhona okunye ngeke ngisho lapha okwakungenzakalela yabona. So ngaba le depression kakhulu. So yikho kwangenza ngathi ngibuyele emuva, but not ukuthi the struggle is over, no. Like ukuthi cool it down kancane. So ngaphuma nje entweni eziningi, ngangabi khona emphakathini, ngahlala nje nga relax. Kuba lo vacket obvious vele I'm there, but as a follower no longer forefront yabona. Because
hayi phela bathi inqamu ngayibona ihlehla kakusho ukuthi siyehlulwa ngini. Ikhokha amandla.
Lami kwabanjalo
sithembele ukuthi mawusosiza uzoza ngesivumelwano esikhulu kakhulu.
Ngiyeza ngoba mangiceda lapha interview vele kumele ngiyefaka inkondlo komunye umfana orecordayo wenza umaskanda, so ngicedile ukuthi ngimfakele inkondlo, so ngizoya mangiceda lapha sicede interview. So ngikona nje here and there nokubona mhlambe nokuyenza sebenza lo mehlo kaZulu sebenzani ngqo. Ingoma leyana ethi Corona, we've done a lot, lenye like amagagula. So ngikona, but not as full as like before. Just ukuthi benza policies.
Hayi no, uyabona kuhle kakhulu uyabona ukuthi sixoxisane nabantu abavelele njalo abacabanga ngokujulile njengawe kanje. Lokhu kusinikeza ithemba njalo kuzonikeza abantu ithemba lokuthi no, bakhona abantu emphakathini abalibona iqiniso njengoba linjalo. Njalo abathi uma belibonile benze something ngalokho. So wena ke Mncube ke mbase singathi nje sesiphetha le ndaba le namhlanje, yini ongathi real ufuna ukuthi umyalezo ongabe ufisa nje ukuthi udlulise ebantwini bakithi bakwaMthwakazi?
Engufisayo mina ngikubona isizwe sakithi sibambene, kungela umhlobo obandlululo omunye, kungela abantu abazonda abanye njengomthwakazi. Yazi kakhulu mina nginanzelela into eyodwa.
Yebo.
Thina yithi namhlanje sisakhuluma nge-alliance yeZAPU le-ANC. I-ANC ayilandaba nalokho.
Iyadlula kulokho.
Asiyadlula kuko lokuthi la bake bahlangana leZAPU. The reason being abaceli lutho kithi.
Yeah.
You know, yazi emhlabeni abantu bangakugijimisa ubaleka lekhabi, kodwa uma ubaleka legebhezi abalanda balawo. So umlayezo wami, thina yithi manje sisakhumbula kakhulu ukuthi umzilikazi usuka kwaZulu. AmaZulu alandaba la into. Because abaceli lutho kithi. Abaceli lutho ayikho into abayifunayo. You understand? So empilweni sometimes kungcono ukulunywa inyosi kulokulunywa ulonyovu. Ngoba inyosi sometimes ungalithola ulutho, but ulonyovu ngeke uthole lutho. So abalandaba lathi, so ukuthi sibahluphe kibo sifana lo lonyovu nje. Abatholi lutho kithi. Until thina njengesizwe sakwaMthwakazi si-realize into ezisihlukanisa, sizi-iron out, sibambane, amakhalanga, amandebele, amanambiya, sonke njengesizwe sakwaMthwakazi sihlangane, will create a very powerful nation. Nation ezinye izizwe lazo ezizayihawukela ukuthi usibanibani waqhamuka kwaZulu, usibanibani waqhamuka ngaphi, kakhulu angeke sikucishe lokho. Kodwa masibone ngani kuyasidisturba, kuyasehlukanisa, asikubalekeleni kakhulu. Yabona, sakheni isizwe esizimele sodwa, esingayamanga emashoneni, esingayamanga emazulwini, esingayamanga kwenye indawo. Yabona, ngeke ngaba le debate amajaha kwaze kwaphakama imimoya ngendaba yobukhosi. I'd seen them ngabezwa kubukhosi FM, ngabebona ku ZBC, nami ngaba involved kakhulu entweni lezo. So ngase ngibuza mina ukuthi madoda, njengoba silizwa kubukhosi FM, silibuzwa kubo bani. Menihambile yini enjelele nabika? You know, we came to an extent ukuthi umyangelo wathi injelele into zobuthakathi zamakhala. I so angry with how not. Why? Because for us to build isizwe esizozimela, asihlonipheni imikhuba, asihlonipheni amasiko azo zonke izizwe zakithi. Yikho sizosakha isizwe zethu esizozimela. But singaba lomqondo lokuthi usibanibani uphuma kwaZulu, usibanibani urelated nabo banibani, we are destroying our nation. Let's build a strong nation ezozimela iyodwa, ingeyamanga kwaZulu, ingeyamanga eMashonaland, ibe isizwe esizozimela. Regardless of secession or not secession, let's build a nation eyodwa ezimelayo. Ngiyabonga.
Hayi baba Ncube, sibongile kakhulu. Siyathemba ukuthi ngokuzayo sizobuya sithole elinye ithuba lokuthi sixoxisane nawe futhi.
Ngiyabonga kakhulu.